Okay, so you know who raised some eyebrows this week when he revealed he had an MRI scan, but he swears it came back perfect. And took aim at some young Democrats he claims can't match wits with him. Take a look.
They have Jasmine Crockett, a low IQ person. They have AOC's low IQ. You give her an IQ test, have her pass like the exams that I decided to take when I was at Walter Reed. Those are very hard, they're really aptitude tests, I guess, in a certain way, but they're cognitive tests. Let AOC go against Trump. Let Jasmine go against Trump.
Okay, wait. So AOC responded on social media asking, out of curiosity, did those doctors ask you to draw a clock by any chance? Was that the hard part for you too? Asking for 340 million people. Jasmine Crockett also weighed in. Take a look.
He doesn't even know what a low IQ is. He don't even know which scores are low. You have a president of the United States who consistently is obsessing over two women of color that are members of the House. You are the president. I don't know what black woman hurt him in his past, honey, but it is really taking him through it.
That was good.
Well, I do want to point out that this seems to be the test that he's bragging about.
Which is it?
Yeah.
So this is an example of a cognitive assessment.
To assess whether or not you have dementia?
Snake, elephant, alligator. Nailed it. Yes, Alyssa. Got it.
By the way, they say that toddlers have passed this with a perfect score, so I don't think it's something he should bring.
Well, the scientist who designed it said this is in no ways indication of IQ because it's a cognitive abilities test.
Yeah.
So it kind of tells you his cognitive abilities that he screwed that.
But the tragedy of this and the scary part is that this person who can tell you the difference between a camel and an elephant has the nuclear codes.
Yeah.
That is what frightens me and keeps me up at night, why I woke up this morning at 4 o'clock. Because I'm worried about the fact that he cannot pass really a cognitive test. And I'd like to know why Jake Tapper, who wrote an entire book about Biden's cognitive abilities and says nothing and writes nothing about this guy.
But I do want to say, as one of the 1 in 3 Americans who didn't want Donald Trump or Joe Biden because I had concerns about their ability to do the job for another 4 years, I don't think that we should be using that as an example. I think that Donald Trump is somebody I don't agree with a lot. I think he gets a lot of things wrong. I think he has poor moral character. I'm not convinced I'm not convinced is fading mentally. I think that he is a man who is invested in longevity. I think that Democrats should focus on beating him on substance, not on he's crazy.
Do you think he knew it was a cognitive test and not an IQ test?
I don't know, but
That's part of the cognitive test.
If you didn't criticize Biden and then now it's like you're criticizing Trump, I feel like you're kind of missing it. Just focus on the issues. He's giving you an array of things to attack.
Like his lack of cognition of what type of test
the economy, the fact that no American can afford anything.
Agreed.
Right now.
I just laughed that he thought that he could sell that his results were so great, and the scientist comes out and says,
by the way,
this in no way judges IQ.
Remember when he congratulated Frederick Douglass for a job well done?
Yes.
Look it up.
Yeah, but Biden confused Putin and Zelensky. We need to elect people who are a little sharper.
Yeah.
You think?
That has nothing to do with age.
Yeah.
Your age does not dictate how sharp you are.
He thinks windmills
how
cause
sharp
cancer.
you are dictates how.
Looking at everything that is happening, and we look at President Donald Trump, he had a cognitive test and he was bragging about it. That he just finished his test, his IQ test, and he had a very good score. So he was happy as anybody would just be happy. He was bragging about it. Then he said that someone like we didn't know that the 2 women in the Congress that he was fighting about, that you remember the lady that was fighting with what's the other one? The other one's that Crooked is the other one, that's a black lady. The other Caucasian lady. They had a fight one time in the Congress that she insulted Crooked, that Crooked eyelash are very long. This lady is from Georgia, and Crooked told her that her head is bleached. I guess that's what brought Crooked to the limelight. Crooked is a lawyer. She has always been there in the Congress as a congresswoman, but no one, her voice was not very loud until they had this conflict with this lady. That was sometime last year. It's beginning of this year, if I'm not mistaken. So she and Donald Trump, they have been having one-on-one back. So President Donald Trump was saying that his IQ is better than Crooked, and the other lady, I guess he was just doing fun time to me personally. And Crooked said that Crooked came and spoke that she don't know what black ladies have done to President Donald Trump, because why will he allow everything and be picking on her and the other lady, like congresswomen who are beneath him? He's not even, they are not even like to his level, according to there are people like putting other people that they are president like him, that he has to be being log ahead with him. Why will he just be focusing on minor issue with him? We have like that. They are more pressing thing even to the nation that he can do, but he's just then doing otherwise. So according to Crooked did not find that funny, and Crooked came and replied to President Donald Trump. And the other person did not ally, and she came and replied that she said, "Hello, Mr. President. Out of curiosity, did any doctor ask you to draw a clock by any chance? Was that part hard for you too?" Did any doctor well, did any doctor ask President Donald Trump to draw the clock too? Was that part? That's Alexandra. Yes, Ocasio, yes. That Andrea Ocasio. So was that part also hard for President Donald Trump also? So according to the women in the view, they did not find that funny. They were just saying that all in all, President Donald Trump have to, that the test was the one that people were saying that President Biden did not do well, which President Biden did well. That is not something that they should even come to the limelight and be talking about. It's just something that you could see it and just not even make the world to know. So it's not something big. It's not a big deal. So the women in the view went about and they were showing it. You know, your cognitive test is different. And way they do cognitive test, so they show a sample of it. So they're just saying that it's wow, because why will he come and be proud about some things like that? But what's your own opinion? Do you think that was relevant for President Donald Trump to come and be telling the world about his cognitive test? Was it something for him to say? Can I see your own opinion in the comment section? Thank you very much for watching. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe and watch the video. God bless you.